to Guarantee Trust Bank. Wouldn't you rather bank with us?
You're with the Rise News in Abuja, Nigeria, and you're watching This Day Live with me, Jeff Koinange. Now on to business news, and Twitter has reported a loss of $167 million in the final quarter of 2016. The loss in revenue has seriously impaired share prices for the social media giant, whose shares plunged almost 13% to $16.34. Investors' major concern, which led to their flight, was due largely to the revelation that Twitter's advertising revenues has dipped while numbers of users continue to rise. There were 319 million active users per month, 4% up from a year earlier, but advertising revenue fell slightly to $638 million. This is Twitter's slowest quarterly revenue growth since it became a publicly listed company back in November 2013. Some financial analysts had anticipated that U.S. President Donald Trump's popular use of Twitter with wide publicity that followed will boost revenue. But this was dismissed by Twitter's chief operating officer, Anthony Noto, stating that the, quote, Trump effect was not a singular factor for user growth in 2016. Now, news from Manchester United in the UK. Despite a tough season in the English Premier League, Manchester United said it remains on track for record revenues in the current financial year after making record quarterly revenues. A new TV deal by the Premier League has translated into robust broadcast revenues for teams, and Manchester United raked up more than 40% in the final quarter of 2016, while revenue generated from match day rose close to 30%. The Red Devils have managed to stay in the top 6 in the league table, and the club's income has gone up 18% from £134 million to £158 million compared to a year ago. And Man U now projects 2017 revenue will be in excess of £540 million. Now, the giant global music label Universal Records has secured a deal with the estate of the late musician Prince to work on and release some of the materials in his private archive. Universal Records disclosed that the deal gave it exclusive licensing rights to Prince's highly anticipated trove of unreleased works. The deal also includes acquisition of the rights to 25 albums that Prince released through his own record label, NPG Records. The value of the deal was undisclosed, but there were reports that Prince's unreleased music could be worth upwards of $35 million. Now, News Score, a part of Rupert Murdoch's media empire, has reported a loss for the last quarter of 2016 in the middle of what could be described as challenging environment for print advertising globally. Now, the print group recorded a loss of $219 million compared with October to December of 2016, when profits were $106 million. As the millennials' growing demand for accurate and timely journalism was helping to lift subscriber numbers for some of the News Score outlets, the firm's chief executive, Robert Thompson, said the Wall Street Journal now had more than 2.1 million paid subscribers, and for the first time, more than 50% of those subscribers were digital. However, that has not prevented the group's recorded loss last year. News Score CEO Robert Thompson also said that, quote, audiences are craving integrity, which is why so many of our mastheads have reported strong growth in readers and subscribers this quarter, close quote. Thompson said the loss in value of print-related fixed assets, News Score's Australian newspaper business, contributed to lower revenue generated for the quarter, together with non-cash charges related to Foxtel. News Corp's business include news and information services, book publishing, real estate services, and cable network programming, as well as pay TV distribution in Australia. Now, Asian shares rallied to an 18-month peak on Friday as investors cheered upbeat Chinese trade data and strong gains on Wall Street after U.S. President Donald Trump promised to unveil a major tax announcement to lower the burden on businesses. China's January export rose to 7.9% from a year earlier, while imports jumped 16.7%, beating expectations. The increase is related to the global growth in the U.S., in Europe and also in emerging economies. Over in Europe, the Stoxx Europe 600 index advanced 0.2% this morning, rising for a fourth straight day and heading for the highest close level in a year. At the same time, oil prices remained stable Friday, supported by strong Chinese crude imports and OPEC-led production cuts, although ample U.S. fuel inventories weighed on the market. Brent crude futures, the international benchmark for oil prices, were trading $55.68 per barrel, up 5 cents from their previous close. U.S. West Texas Intermediate crude futures were up 7 cents at $53.707 a barrel. We're going to take a quick break. Coming up, all the day's sports headlines, and yes, we still have entertainment as well. Do stay with us. Here's a gentle reminder, you're watching This Day live in Nigeria's capital, Abuja. We're back in a moment.
There is a place the whole world is talking about. A place where big things are happening. A place that is providing the unexpected. A place that is optimistic and vibrant.
Welcome, sir. Thank you.
Good evening.
Hello, nice to meet you.
A place where the old traditions live happily alongside the new.
Are you well? Welcome.
This process here is state of the art.
And just
A place that is achieving the impossible.
that's what we can do.
First time in Africa, sir?
Yes, it is. But it certainly won't be my last.
Welcome to the bank that has empowered the people of Africa to achieve a great many things. Welcome to the bank that believes that even greater opportunities and partnerships lie ahead. Welcome to Guarantee Trust Bank. Wouldn't you rather bank with us?
Thinking of banking in Africa? Then think Zenith, one of the biggest in Nigeria, with assets over $16 billion, listed among the 20 most influential brands in the world, and winner of Best Bank in Corporate Governance. The most customer-focused bank in Nigeria, a success built on 3 foundations, dedicated to people, technology, service. Zenith Bank, in your best interest.
Welcome back to Arise News Live in Abuja, Nigeria. You're watching This Day Live. On to sports news now. And the official countdown to the next Winter Olympic Games in Pyeongchang, South Korea is officially underway. Yesterday marked 1 year to the day until the Games kick off, and crowds gathered in the small mountain town to see the unveiling of the clock and begin the build-up to what should be a fantastic event. Organizers have been working hard to make sure that the village of less than 50,000 inhabitants will be ready to receive the athletes, world media, and supporters who all plan to flock there. Stadiums and arenas have been built, and a new high-speed train line is under construction, which will run from Seoul to Pyeongchang in just over an hour. The organizing of the Games has not been without its issues, specifically the issue of Russian doping and the impeachment of South Korea's President Park Geun-hye over corruption allegations. Speaking yesterday, Lee Hee-boom, President and CEO of the Pyeongchang Organizing Committee, addressed these and other issues and called for peace in a veiled plea to neighbors North Korea, who boycotted the Games when they were last held in Seoul in 1988.
One who love peace, who love peace should participate, have the right to participate. There is no exceptions. North Korea is not.
Okay, to football now. And Argentina and Brazil have announced that they will play each other in a Super Classico friendly in Melbourne, Australia. The exhibition game will see Barcelona teammates Lionel Messi and Neymar face off in front of a 100,000 capacity crowd at Melbourne's cricket ground on June 9th. Victoria's State Tourism Minister John Aaron said, quote, "There's no bigger occasion in football than when Brazil takes on Argentina."